In this video, we're going to learn about creating a brand new team and putting them into your club. When you have a new team, all you need is the very basic information. When creating the team, you don't need the players or even the coaches if you don't have those available. The important thing is that you at least create the teams in the system so that you can enter them into the league or other events, and then the rest of the information can come later. So let's go and take a look. In your GotSoccer account, click on the word Club. Now click on Teams. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see the word Add Team. Click on this. Now it's just a question of filling out the basic information such as team name, gender, and age group. The team ID number you can leave blank as that will be filled in by the system automatically. You need to create a unique username and password for this team. You can probably come up with a format that works for your club, but when you do create the username and password, it's important that you make note of what it is so that you can give it to the team manager or coach. Once the team manager and coach have the username and password, they can use that information to get into their team account at any time, look at their rosters, schedules, enter them into events, and other things that they can do. If you know who the manager and coaches are going to be of the team, you can fill that information by using the drop-down boxes on the right-hand side of the screen. It is important to note that the coaches have to be cleared in the system by Idaho Youth Soccer before they will appear in that drop-down list. Once you've completed that, click on the Save Team Account button on the right-hand side of the screen. Once you have saved the team information, you can then exit the Team Add screen, or you can simply add another team. But let's just stay in it for a minute. If you notice now across the top of the screen, some extra tabs have appeared. These tabs are what a manager will see when they log into the system. You can also use them for reference to find out different things about that particular team as the season progresses. If you click on the Record tab, you can see that you can enter a team record from prior years. You can also list when they were state champion or other placements at state. This information will go forward to any tournament that you enter. The Contact tab will display who the current contact is for the team. Most clubs leave this blank, but you can fill it in if you have a separate contact other than the coach and manager that you want to be able to use. As the name suggests, the hotel coordinator coordinates the hotels for the players and their parents. This person can have a separate account in the team account so they can get in and look at the individual parent requests. The player list is exactly that. It's a list of players both current and past. It will give you a team player list history of add, drops, and transfers, and it will also give you the ability to see who of the players is enrolled in certain things such as clinics, or tournaments, or other club-based events. The document section will display any documents created by the club for the specific team. This could be anything from a team roster, medical release, or general club documentation. If a team is entered into an event, it will display here on the event registration screen. This could be a tournament or league. Finally, on the roster screen, we can see where our rosters are for the certain events. If you look at the top, there is actually a drop-down. Just because you have a primary roster, it doesn't mean that you can't create one for other events. By clicking on the drop-down list, you'll see all the events that your team has entered into, as well as the rosters for those events. So for example, you could have a completely separate roster from the league that goes to the Canyon Rim tournament in Twin Falls, and another one that goes to the Performance Cup. This will track those rosters. So that's how you enter a team. The information within that team account is going to be available to you as a registrar, or a club, or director of coaching, and the information will be updated as the managers and coaches themselves begin to enter the events and the events play out. As a manager or coach, they can also log into the account and see this information. Some of the buttons won't be available to them because they are only managers or coaches. For example, they won't be able to add new players. However, they will be able to see all the information that you can see, and that will give you a good idea of what they're doing throughout the year.